30% discount at Stone Stopper by Moonstone TM. Find us at moonstonenutrition.com. Here radio. Stone Stopper by Moonstone TM is a doctor-developed, science-backed kidney health solution with 30 MEq of alkali citrate to prevent kidney stones. Available in powders and capsules. Enjoy an exclusive discount with my promo code moonstonenutrition.com for radio to get 30% discount. Other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. The Avengers was most certainly not a household name in South Africa prior to the radio series. With no national television service until 1976, the mechanism simply was not present in the country to show television programs to mass audiences. While many other countries reveled in the filmed adventures of John Steed and Company, South Africa was not equipped to join in the fun. The series took Britain by storm and made a major impression in the American markets, being that greatest of rarities, a British series given a network transmission slot. However, as a filmed series, rather than a videotaped one, The Avengers was able to gain a modicum of exposure in South Africa through film rentals. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net.
We now present The Adventures of Marco Polo. Marco Polo made his escape from the castle of the Old Man of the Mountain by means of a secret and treacherous path, and battled his way down the mountain until he arrived at the camp of the Khan of Persia. Eventually he was shown into the presence of the Khan, who had first treated him as an enemy. Eventually, however, Marco Polo persuaded the Khan that he wished to help him, and he offered to show the secret path to the Persian soldiers. That night, Niccolo Polo, Maffeo, and Benno were still wandering about the grounds of the castle. They were intercepted by an officer, and eventually Prince Aloadin, the Old Man of the Mountain, came on the scene. He ordered that the 3 Venetians be seized and put to death.
Mighty Prince, what will you gain by killing us? We are 3 travelers. Your men attacked us, robbed us of our goods. We were merely going on a peaceful mission to promote trade between our country and Persia.
I am not interested in that. I have stolen your goods, and in some way you have deceived me. Where is Marco Polo, the tall young man? Why is he hiding from me?
I fear most high that he has escaped.
How could he escape? I bade you watch over these men. If Marco Polo has escaped, then you shall die.
But most high, I could not watch over these men and at the same time take part in repelling the invaders.
I'm surrounded by fools. I do not like these Venetians. I offered to take them into my household. I gave them some of the precious drug, hashish, gave them a taste of paradise, and yet they turned from me. Let them die now.
I beg that you give us a few moments before we die. Let us make peace with our Christian God.
Make your peace with your God. Then your head shall be struck from your shoulders.
Oh, my master, it seems that now we are to die.
All hope has gone, Benno. To your knees and pray that your soul may be saved. I ask pardon for bringing you on this hazardous journey, for leading you to your death.
At least I may pray that my master Marco Polo has reached safety.
Niccolo, my brother, ask no forgiveness from me, for none is needed. We have braved many hazardous journeys together. We have done much for Venice. We have been honest, God-fearing men, and I die with a clear conscience. Let me clasp your hand, brother.
I clasp your hand, Matthew. I am prepared to die. And may the Holy Father in heaven receive our souls.
Amen.
Amen.
Enough of this. Let their heads be struck from their shoulders. What has happened? Look! The grounds are full of Persian soldiers. They're coming over that wall.
Uncle, where may I find you? May the Lord be praised. Marco Polo, my son, you have returned in time to save us.
My prayers are answered. I knew Marco Polo would return.
Let my men rally. We shall fight to the death.
The Persian soldiers poured over the wall at the rear of the castle. Their plans were well laid. Marco Polo had led hundreds of them up the tortuous path. Then they had erected barricades so that they could easily leap the walls. The soldiers of the old man of the mountain were caught unawares. They tried to rally, but in vain. Wave after wave of Persian soldiers swept down upon them. A pitched battle took place around the castle. The 4 Venetians watched the battle, and at last the Persians prevailed. Then commenced the slaughter. The robber army was mercilessly put to the sword, but Prince Alaeddin fought like a man possessed until he was surrounded by Persian soldiers. Then he was disarmed and dragged into the castle. The noise and tumult of battle died down. The old man of the mountain had been defeated. The nightmare robber of the roads had at last been put to defeat. Later that night, the Khan of Persia was carried into the castle in a silken litter, borne by 6 huge men. His throne was carried into the great audience chamber. Then he sent for the 4 Venetians. Marco Polo, with his father, his uncle, and his servant, strode down the beautiful tiled audience chamber. This time the Persian soldiers stood on guard on either side. Marco Polo and his companions bowed low before the Khan.
You may rise, my friends, and you, Marco Polo, I thank from the bottom of my heart. You will not find that the Khan of Persia is ungrateful. Ask what you will, within reason, and it shall be yours.